say we gon' do what we do, no matter how you move, make your move. That's how it be though.
Okay people, so if you haven't heard by now, I guess you must be under a rock. But it was just announced last night that regarding the Boruto manga, the original creator, Masashi Kishimoto, would be coming in and taking over the spot of Ukyo Kodachi and basically taking the helm once again of this franchise, this universe that all stems from, of course, his original creation, Naruto. Now, in the West, it has been trending globally, as a matter of fact. Not just in the West, I said it like if the West is the global, but globally, it's been trending everywhere that Kishimoto is taking over and coming back. Everybody, for the most part, in the West in particular, are excited, enthusiastic, including myself. I'm like, hells yeah, even though, again, I gotta keep saying, if you haven't been reading the Boruto manga, you may not know that the manga is actually really good. It has a bad name from its anime counterpart. They're two different things, to a certain degree. Like the manga right now is 51 chapters in as of the recording of this video. The anime has only adapted about 15 chapters, so very, very big difference. And you can imagine there's like 174 episodes or 170 something episodes of the anime. Again, very, very stark contrast. But apparently in Japan, the Japanese audience aren't too thrilled. Apparently they're very upset about this and they're masking it or whatnot, but according to a translator that I usually get most of the Boruto information, they're not too fond of this. And one of the reasons being, I'm imagining, is the fact of like, hey, what's going on? He was doing a great job, why switch him out and whatnot? Somebody asked Organic Dinosaur, hopefully you see this, but do you know how the Japanese fan base is receiving this Boruto news? Is it being met with excitement or other? And Organic Dinosaur said other. This is where I'd have to say that Westerners don't understand the hon, someone's true feelings, and I think she's referring to kanji symbols, and tateme, society's expected behavior. It's difficult to explain this concept of giving/receiving face, which is the main objective of the current PR. And also she said, trending worldwide for all the wrong reasons is such a stark contrast to the reception in the Japanese fandom. This is so awkward. So basically the Japanese fandom, they're not excited about this. They're not feeling enthusiastic. And I gotta be honest with you, to a certain degree, I'm looking at them like, well, you didn't really support it. I get that there is a strong, small core fan base for the manga. Like the anime and manga, again, different stories. The anime over there, despite our lack of enthusiasm for its quality, to say the least, the anime is super successful over there. However, the manga, according to the graphs that I've just recently seen like about a month or two ago, each volume, it keeps on dipping in sales further and further. It does worse each volume. So the manga has been tanking for quite some time, despite, again, its anime counterpart doing great, which means that it's essentially serving two different audiences. And again, there's probably a lot of other reasonings behind it that people are looking at, including Shueisha, I'd imagine, at Kodachi like, fam, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Because he's one of the people in charge of Kodachi and Ikamoto, and that's probably one of the biggest reasons why they're removing him. Because again, there's also people in the West as well saying like, yo, why are they getting rid of Kodachi? What's going on? The Boruto manga for quite some time has been getting, a massive decline in sales. It's not doing well at all. And, in terms of the West, as far as like its contribution, just recently, I want to say it was about like a week or two ago, I reported that the franchise as a whole, Boruto and Naruto, about 75 or 76% of its revenue was from overseas, not in Japan. So one of the big things about Kishimoto coming back, they knew the West were going to go bananas, including myself and, everybody out there. We're going crazy. So they kind of looked at it as, well, the Japanese aren't really supporting the manga anyway. Why not bring in Kishimoto? That's going to get the rest of the world really excited. So I think that was a big part of why they removed Kodachi. Again, I understand that the Japanese are upset, but you guys didn't really support it. And how many times did we get upset? And again, I'm not trying to downplay their fandom or whatnot, but I can say over the past 10 years there have been time and time again that I've been really disappointed, like, damn man, I really wish we would have get more of this series, and this series got axed or whatever, and the Japanese didn't support it. So this is the one time they actually had the helm to be able to support it. And the Boruto manga, again, has been failing despite the last 2 to 3 years of the manga's quality being top notch. So them complaining is kind of like, And Kishimoto coming back, again, his series that he tried to get off the ground, Samurai 8, also was met with, lukewarm sales, so that really didn't go anywhere. So, again, you didn't support Samurai 8, you didn't support Boruto before Kishimoto. They're like, let's bring him in. At the end of the day, the West is going to appreciate it, and even though the Japanese fans are upset right now, in terms of globally, this is a massive win, because now a lot of people are going to pick up the Boruto manga, which in case you are, while you're watching this video, I want to give you a heads up. If you don't want to rewatch or revisit the material that was done in Boruto Naruto the movie, chapter 9 ends off the battle against Momoshiki, and chapter 10 you still see little inklings of him, but that more so is where you should jump into the manga if you do not want to revisit the Boruto Naruto the movie stuff. Chapter 10 of the Boruto manga, because I know a lot of people are about to get involved and start reading now that Kishimoto is going to be writing it. And also one more reasoning that's been going, which I don't want to dive too into, but according to Organic Dinosaur, it's been quite some time that there's been seemingly a small scandal brewing regarding Kodachi, the person that is being removed and being replaced with Kishimoto, the original author. Something happened there. I want to say it's nothing like outrageous. I think it's more so him being potentially or allegedly rude to some people and something like that, and that's one of the main reasons why they're removing him. That's from what I'm hearing as well. So again, I'm not sure how substantiated that claim is, but that's what I've been hearing as well. So there's probably a multitude of things. Lack of success. Kishimoto's name holds a lot of weight. Samurai 8 ended. Kodachi has a little scandal brewing there that they don't want to, turn into a big deal. And overall, I think it's a big and better situation. Again, I'm not the happiest in terms of like Kodachi was doing great, but we know Kishimoto's pen game. And if you read a little bit of Samurai 8, he got even better than what he did with Naruto. So this is going to be hype, and I can't freaking wait. Sucks for the Japanese fans, but all the times that we got our shit canceled, relying on you guys, yeah, you were about to let Boruto slip through the cracks, even though it's been great for like 2-3 years now. Let Kishimoto take over now. It is what it is. But I'm curious about you guys. What do you guys think in terms of like Kishimoto returning, and in terms of seeing like how the fandom is in different regions of the world? Again, the Japanese aren't too happy about this. They feel as though like, yo, why are you taking him out of his job for no reason? This came unexpected with no, it's just like, hey, chapter's coming out in a few days. By the way, the person that was at the helm of it, he's gone. We brought back the original author. How do you feel about it? Again, I'm a little bit saddened just because I feel as though Kodachi did an incredible job. He's been amazing. But at the same time, I'm very, very excited that Kishimoto is back. He's probably going to be dedicated. And that also gives an opportunity for once we reach the time skip, which, again, it seems like we're on the cusp of getting there, Kishimoto can start really implementing his ideas, because you got to imagine that whatever Kodachi had planned for the remainder before we hit the time skip, probably he handed those plans over to Kishimoto, and Kishimoto's going to implement those last inklings before we truly get full-on Kishimoto's straight-up ideas, again, probably moving into the time skip. And I ain't gonna lie, how great would that be, and a refreshing feel to jump straight into like a time skip and like Kishimoto's just taking back control. Like, either way, it's great for me. So again, your overall thoughts. If you have anything you want to say to the Japanese fans regarding what they feel towards Ukyo Kodachi being replaced, drop a comment as well. Either way, yeah, this is huge for the fandom, and Boruto manga is going to change drastically. This is like a do or die situation. If Kishimoto isn't able to bring up the sales and the fandom and popularity of Boruto, I don't know what's going to happen with the manga. The anime is doing great. Naruto is still doing great in terms of revenue, but yeah, the manga needs to pick it back up. But that is all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Hit that bell to get all notifications. And if you want to follow any of my other social media, links in the description below. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day. And remember the golden rule: anime and manga for life, boy. Have an awesome day. Peace and Kishimoto back. Yeah.
It's nights like this, and times like this, what's that I can give another hit. But I've got this inside a switch, a natural bliss. But